since 2019, so pre-COVID, last budget pre-COVID, how much has the U.S. population gone up, do you think? You have any idea?
We talked to your set, but
it was not my letter. So
5-6 million people.
Yeah, 6 million people. So as a percentage, how much is that? You think it's less than 2%, 1.8%.
So the question, is like, what do we spend per person?
Yeah. So here, let me ask it this way.
Yeah.
So the population since 2019 has gone up 1.8%. How much do you think your proposed budget has gone up from the 2019 budget?
So one way we look at it is that spending is down roughly 5 percentage points of GDP since the president took office.
So it's up. So here's the numbers. So the population in the last 5 years has gone up 1.8%, and your budget would take the budget up 55%. Now explain why, and that's $400,000 per new American. So why would we only have a 6 million increase in the number of Americans since 2019, but had a 55% increase in our budget? How could anybody explain that?
Senator, I'll take your information as fact, but the way we look at a lot of these budget measures are percent of GDP. We think that is the way to determine health, and I stated federal spending has gone down as a percentage of GDP since the president took office.
Well, there's COVID, but let's go back to pre-COVID. That's not even close to being true if you go back to 2019. So the GDP has not gone up 55%. I mean, so you come in, and Biden came in the middle of a COVID crisis. So of course there's extra COVID spending. But I mean, think about it. Let's go back. The population's only up 1.8%, and your budget's up 55%. That's staggering.
So I know people don't want to give the president for presiding over a $1.7 trillion budget deficit reduction, but he did. And that did not happen by accident. Had he not gotten the pandemic under control, had a vastly successful vaccine program, I'm not sure pandemic spending would have ended, because we would have still been dealing with the scarring of the pandemic and the economic fallout from it. So because he did that, I believe we're in a better place economically.